for coming up, man. Good to see you.
Yo, what's up, Will? How you doing?
Pretty good, you?
Awesome here, just trying to figure out what happened, right? So,
Yeah,
Well,
so
welcome. Thanks for coming on, bud.
yeah, happy to be here. You can only hear so many false things about you and your trip, and that's why I'm here, is to clear up all of these falsehoods.
Good luck.
So, by the way, I do want to point something out, which is relational, and this is probably coming from the pastor side of me. But the flat earth community, which includes you guys, you had a recording of some guy who works for some company stating there was no 24-hour sun, and you believed him. And you put that on your socials, you put it on your Facebook, you put it on your YouTube channels. You believed some guy who's clearly foreign, don't know where he's at. He's hired help. You believed him. And now by you guys playing that clip, which you just did on this show, you are stating that you would believe a complete stranger, and you are thinking that it's possible that Austin and Jaron, people that you know, are liars. Do you know how bad this looks?
I'm saying is that they are liars, Will. We are just trying to see what is come out. The way the things have come out is very questionable. That's what we are saying. We're not saying, we are not trying to throw anybody under the bus. We love everybody in the community. Everybody's done their part, right? And we appreciate you doing this trip, but we want transparency. What happened? That's it. Whatever you want to share, where you think we are wrong, go ahead, brother.
Okay, so there is nothing questionable.
Yes.
Nothing.
The problem here is you're putting every flat earther into a box, which you always do, Will. You always do that. You cannot. Okay. You cannot put every single flat earther into one box. And you are doing that and have been doing that from the beginning. You have framed this way from the beginning. You took two flat earthers, which I believe went there. I have said that I don't know how many times. But you took two flat earthers who claimed that a 24-hour sun was a problem for flat earth on purpose, because you wanted to frame the narrative to where all flat earthers have always said that the 24-hour sun is impossible. And that is not true, has never been true, and it's just a flat out lie. So
okay,
you have been dishonest in the way you represent the flat earth community, and you have been that way from the beginning.
Okay, Joe, let's hash this out, because I think you're wrong. Name one flat earther. You can include yourself if you'd like. Name one flat earther that prior to me announcing the final experiment said there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
Hey, Joe, I'll jump in on this, bro. Will, your buddy McToon claims that Lady Blunt back from the 1800s said there was a 24-hour sun. So
hey,
is McToon right or wrong?
Hey, Keith, I asked a very specific question. I want to know.
You an answer from your buddy McToon. So that's
no.
1800s.
No. Hey, guys, I
asked you a question now. I gave you an answer. Lady Blunt, 1800s.
Do you guys want me here?
Yeah, and I asked you a question. I answered your question, and I asked you, is it true or not?
No. Okay, you guys.
So McToon lied. Wait, no. Right. So McToon lied.
Here we go. Let me clarify my question. Everybody knew.
Will, you asked a question. I gave you an answer, and I said, now you said no. Hey, so you're saying McToon lied.
Vika, do you want me here or no?
All right, relax, guys. Relax, guys. We want to ask him questions. He asked you a question. What do you think about that, Will? Did McToon know about this or no?
My question has not been answered.
What's your question?
So, my question is very simple. The modern flat earth movement started in 2014. I want to know the name of a single flat earther. You guys can all put your own names out if you want, that prior to the final experiment said there was a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. I want one name in the last 10 years.
Why would they? Why would they say that?
Okay, yeah. You heard about Tomb of Illumination? You heard of Tomb of Illumination? You heard of Joe Hanby? You heard of Stephen Alonso?
Okay,
right?
Great. Joe Hanvey, you're here right now, Joe. Are you going to say that it was your position there was a 24-hour sun in Antarctica prior to TFE?
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
he was shouting on the top of his lungs for
No,
sure.
he was working on the model and gave it to Austin.
Hey,
like
Joe, do you want
18
to
hours
correct
before he
them?
left.
Yeah, I never said prior to TFE that there was, but I've always stood on the fact that if there really was, that it would be possible in our model, because truth is truth and truth does not fear investigation. And just because even you admitted, Will, in your very first live TFE podcast to me, that if we live in an enclosure with a dome, that we have too many variables out there, and that would mean that the lights in the ceiling could do things we don't understand. You admitted that.
Okay,
Wait a
so hold on.
Can I just ask you just one question? Like, what's the point of your question? Like, if nobody ever talked about the 24-hour sun before you did,
Yep.
what are you trying to prove?
Here's what I'm
Or
trying to prove. Here's what I'm trying to
Yes.
prove. Joe just told me that I picked 2 people to go specifically and that it was dishonest of me. That's false. The
No,
entire flat earth community did not believe there was a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, including Joe Hanvey himself. Joe, you made Facebook posts, which I've saved in case you delete them, that made it very clear there was not a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. So here's my question for you, Joe. When did you change your mind on this issue?
But there is no 24-hour sun.
Joe,
Until now, until today.
Joe, when did you change your mind?
What is that?
Joe.
I'm waiting on whatever just happened.
All right, cool. I just want to know when you personally changed your mind on this issue.
When I first changed my mind that it wouldn't be, like I said, I never said that it wouldn't be impossible, that it would be impossible. If you can show me those Facebook posts where I said it was impossible.
I never said that. That's a straw man.
You just said you saved my Facebook post.
I saved your Facebook posts that said there was not a 24-hour sun. I didn't say the word impossible.
Okay, so I've never said it was impossible. Just based on the evidence that I had seen at the time, I thought it probably didn't happen.
So why did you change your mind?
Once I started modeling the system.
That's a lie.
That's not true. That's not.
Hey, Joe, just so you know, people
Hey,
email me.
Vika, he's coming here calling Joe a liar. So I think
Hey,
we have a
Joe.
liar.
Listen, guys. Listen.
Just
Joe
something
can
very,
defend this.
no,
Guys.
just very respectfully, something to Will. Look, it's funny that you come here and accuse people of lying after what you did.
I have proof.
First of all, there is no 24-hour sun until today, and there will be no tomorrow and not after tomorrow, despite everything you tried to do. We're not fools. We're not stupid. You didn't prove nothing.
All right.
You didn't show nothing. So,
Guys.
what's
All
the
right.
point?
So
hold
we
on.
will do something. His question is.
Will's trying.
His question is Will.
What-
One moment. Will's question is. Sam, one moment.
Can I
One moment. Will's question is that did any flat earthers were speaking about the 24-hour sun before? This guy's been doing this for a very long time. It's a very short clip. I'm going to play that.
The community is now coming to terms that the central sun does mirror rotations around the observer in Antarctica after this Antarctic trip. Everybody needs to have a pretty picture in front of them.
Good, Vika.
Can't use their mind. I mean, I've been showing it for at least 3 or 4.
Sounds robotic.
Everybody needs.
Sorry?
It's a bad
It's very
connection.
robotic?
Yeah, the voice is.
Little
Yeah,
bit.
wait a second.
Robotic.
All right. Okay. I won't. So this guy's too much illumination, right? He's just released this clip today. And he's mentioning from years that, yeah, he's saying that even there's some flat earthers were having problems to accept that.
Okay, so Vika, really quick. This guy, Lindsey Harris, but by the way, anything I say, if you guys don't believe me, I'll provide evidence for. I don't think you guys will do the same. Lindsey
You can
Harris,
screen share. You can screen share anything you want.
great.
Go ahead.
Lindsey Harris says that the sun becomes a hermaphrodite, and he says that the only time you can create spiritual children is through a solar eclipse with spiritual sperm. He is certifiably insane.